A few weeks ago, Extra Emily got banned on Twitch for the third time for distracted driving when she nearly crashed into an oncoming car on stream, and the only thing she said was whoopsies, and she got a 24-hour ban, and now she's getting her own show on Disney and Hulu, and I generally don't know how. So if you haven't seen the previous video on Extra Emily, quick recap. So, she's an IRL streamer, and she has a history of distracted driving incidents on stream. Back in 2023, she got an 18-hour ban for distracted driving when she was just on her phone. April of 2025, she ran to a red light on stream while looking at her phone and said, the lights here are really long, so she just goes through them and got a 24-hour ban. Came back, said she was reformed, and then on this year of June 28th of this year, she was switching lanes while looking at her phone and nearly just drove straight into an SUV. The only reason why that didn't cause the collision was because the other driver honked and she swerved last second. And her response was, whoopsies, it's fine. And she got a 24-hour ban again. Came back again like nothing happened. Meanwhile, Asian Andy has been banned on Twitch since 2017 for eating and driving. And he still can't get his account back after 9 years. And in Twitch's own policies, distracted driving says it's unacceptable unless you're Extra Emily. That's the context, keep that in mind. So now Extra Emily has a show. She's in 2 shows. The first one is called Creator Essentials Extra Emily, or Extra Emily Creator Essentials. It premiered on August 1st as part of their Creators Essential series. So it's a short line of short-form reality entertainment produced by Pocket Watch, which is a children's and family media company that develops entertainment franchises around popular digital creators. She talked about it on stream, but apparently all they're doing is that Hulu is taking her VODs, editing themselves in, I guess, a show format. Because looking at her recent VODs, like, her streams go on for like 5 to 8 hours on average, some higher, some lower.
Okay, yeah, so I have my own thing, which is pretty awesome. I'm gonna be on Hulu. Extra Emily, Creator Essentials. Extra Emily is a streamer known for fearless IRL challenges and an infectious anything can happen attitude. Wait, what? I don't even know what the episodes are. Wait, okay. Cooking without seeing, hearing, or speaking with Aiden and Cinna? What the? 53 minutes? Oh my god, okay. Forcing T10 not to dress like an American. Yeah, basically they like take the VODs and then they edit it themselves. And mine's gonna be their Zoil. That's cool. And then, yeah, if it does well on Hulu, then that's really good. First ever paintball tournament. Extra Emily teaches Zoil how to drive. I guess this is gonna be on Hulu. Okay. I'm actually so curious, like, yeah, how they're gonna edit it. But basically, I was like, yeah, of course you can put my streams on Hulu. I think that would be fun. And so if they like do well on Hulu, then that's really good. And they will let me know if they end up doing well. So yeah, we have our Hulu Extra Emily Creator Essentials. Yippee! Yes. Honestly, it looks pretty good. The thumbnails and stuff.
They're just gonna take a VOD where something exciting happening, and they're probably just gonna trim it down to like an hour length. So the Creator Essentials program is essentially just her VODs compiled up, edited for Hulu, and not like a brand new production. In the Creator Essential thing, there's been multiple creators like it before her, having their own Creator Essential show that's on Hulu. Previous people who were a part of the Creator Essential thing was Jacksepticeye, ZHC, Colin Key, Topper Guild, and Matthew Beam. So this is part of a broader strategy by basically getting established digital creators onto traditional, streaming platforms rather than a one-off deal specifically for Extra Emily. But of everyone, she is the first full-time streamer to do it, since everyone else who's been on the creative, Essentials has been a YouTuber and other streamer. The second show that she was in, which is a Disney Plus show, is called The Rabbit Hole, which is, a bit different than the Creator Essentials. Has the same people, but significantly bigger. So instead of them getting her old content and she's transforming it into a show, they bring all the creators together to do, challenge variety show stuff. And it's going to be streamed on both Hulu and Disney Plus. Because with that challenge show, it includes all the people who are from the Creator Essential stuff, plus like more, because it's a cast of 36. I mean, the show originally already released because it released on July 13th of this year. And some of the creators who were on it was Topper Guild, ZHC, Josh Peck, Jesser, and Extra Emily. It was a 36 cast show just for people doing high stakes challenges. Also, I wonder how they did the Creator Essentials for like the other people, because with other people they were YouTubers and not streamers, so they can't just use like their own VODs. So that they just like do a full-on production show about like how they make their YouTube videos and explain the process of making it, or is it something else? But here's the conversation that people are having. Some people are congratulating her on getting, on 2 shows being, Disney and Hulu. And then the other people are calling her out because, she caused a collision like a month ago and somehow she's getting rewarded with a show. Extra Emily has been banned on Twitch 3 times for distracted driving, with the most recent one happening in the matter of weeks, before her Hulu show even premiered. She had a 24-hour ban and came back, and now she has 2 shows on major streaming platforms. Because this isn't a thing where they spent the budget hiring, producing everything like for a full-on show, because this is something where they legitimately just grab the VODs, edit them, and then are just going to post them on the show. So if they want to, they could just scrap the entire thing, because it's not like, it would be a loss of major work. Because the driving incident happened a full month before it even got revealed. And couldn't they have just been like, hey, we saw the thing, it doesn't align with our morals, but we have to end the project? Because the Pocket Watch company is quite literally designed for kids, and I thought from a company standpoint, it probably wouldn't look good when, one of the people that you're giving a show to got banned on their own platform for distracted driving. They even know about the distracted driving stuff because one of her 15 episodes is her teaching another streamer, Zoil, to how to drive. There's also a clip of one of the episodes, which I'm not sure if I can put it on, but the editing is kind of bad because I was thinking about it, I'm like, how are they going to even edit a VOD? Because the VOD, depending on the Wi-Fi issues, data issues, or stream issues, quality couldn't go down or up. But just in general, I wondered how were they going to edit it? The answer is that it's kind of edited badly, because looking at the clip, because the clip just looked like it was just only trimming, like no special effects or anything. But the clip I saw was like near the end of the actual episode, and it also showed the credits, and the credits showed 17 people working on that one episode. But there are a few ways to look at the situation depending on where you stand. Some people are taking her driving incidents as a one-time mistake that can happen to anyone. Brands and platforms make a decision on who they want to work with based on their content and their audience, not based on platform moderation decisions from a different company, being Twitch and like their ban for distracted driving. Pocket Watch and Disney decided that her content and her reach was worth the partnership. As a business decision, Hulu and Disney Plus aren't Twitch. They don't have to apply Twitch's moderation standards for their talent. And then there's also the argument of a recent apology where she acknowledged that she's a role model and that she wants to learn from her mistakes and is committed to changing how she handles her driving on stream. Whenever you believe, her driving thing and like her herself is separate, that's up to you. And then there's a case of like, people just attacking her. Because it's like this, the timing is generally, difficult to ignore. Her third driving incident, which caused significant public outreach, contributed to the conversation about, the Asian Andy stuff, how Twitch lets bigger creators off when smaller creators just get permanently banned. And it prompted calls from major streamers basically telling Twitch to ban driving on stream entirely. Because the thing happened literal weeks before her show premiered. And in contrast between her ban and Asian Andy, it's hard to look away from. She's been indefinitely banned for 9 years for eating behind the wheel. She's been banned 3 times for incidents that include nearly crashing into an oncoming car. And now she has 2 shows on 2 different streaming platforms. And then it turned into a thing where if anyone says like, oh, she shouldn't have a show, or like they disagree with her about the whole driving thing, you have her supporters basically like going up to these people in the comments and saying, just say you're jealous, she's making all this money. Because here's the bigger picture, just beyond Extra Emily specifically. The creator economy rewards attention. Not bad, not good, just attention in general. The distracted driving incidents generated massive coverage. They put Extra Emily's name in front of millions of, some people have never heard of her. How does one person who I've only ever known for driving incidents somehow get their own show on both Disney and Hulu? Because her follower count went up during the controversy and not down. And now she has 2 streaming platform deals. This isn't really a new pattern, it's just the most, consistent and uncomfortable truth about how the internet actually works. Controversy generates visibility, visibility generates followers, follower generates deals. The system doesn't particularly care if the attention was positive or negative. All they care about is the number. Because at the end of the day, with all these big creators, some people are literally just a number and a name, not even just a face. Because the argument isn't that Extra Emily is a bad person and that she doesn't deserve opportunities. It's about the observation of the system. The 24-hour ban doesn't actually change her behavior. It's just a thing where Twitch can say, oh, well, we made our verdict, and this is the punishment we're giving. She said she was reformed after the 2nd time, and it won't happen again, but it happened the 3rd time. The question of whenever a Hulu deal following a 3rd incident sends the right signal. And the answer to that question depends on entirely whenever you think a platform makes a deal, should they factor in a creator's conduct off of their primary platform, or if those things are completely separate. Because the reason why they picked her was because of how she acts. Because the way that she acts, I think more teens actually watch her. Teens and young adults, because it may just be me, but I don't see anyone above the age of 24 watching her. But it's also because of how she acts, she got into that incident in the first place. If you want more breakdowns like these, subscribe, new videos are dropping. So that's where the things stand. Extra Emily has 2 shows, The Creator Essential on Hulu premiering August 1st, and The Rabbit Hole on Disney Plus, which could also be seen on Hulu, which has already been out. The distracted driving controversy is still fresh because of her getting the show. Asian Andy is still banned since every post about her getting a show is split. You have the people who only know her about her getting into the car accident, and then you have her fans which defend every single negative thing that's being said about her. Every time someone says anything bad, her fans just respond with, oh, you're just jealous, it's because you don't have your own deal, it's because you're not rich, you're not famous, it's all because of that. So do you think she deserves the opportunity, or do you feel like the timing is kind of tone deaf? Considering out of all the VODs, 1 out of the 15 is teaching someone how to drive. It all really depends on how you stood on the original controversy.